And on the news beat at Ascension is the tea with
GiGi
and Andrew.
Yay!
Yes. All right. Well, welcome everyone. It is the pre-Holy Week episode of the tea.
Yes, which means that this Sunday is
Slam Sunday? Psalm Sunday. Oh, Palm Sunday.
Palm Sunday.
How many times have I mistyped Palm Sunday as Psalm Sunday?
Yeah, probably a lot. Because you probably type Psalm more than Palm. I saw a picture of it. Somebody said Palm Sunday, and they had like a picture of somebody with like an ice cream sundae in their hands, and they were like, Palm Sunday?
That would be like if
a
church communicator like me didn't understand this and
Right.
instead put that as like their graphic.
Right.
Because they Googled it.
Palm Sunday.
Palm Sunday.
That's what they got.
And that's what they got.
So.
And that is what they deserve.
All right.
Your mom has joined the discussion. So on Palm Sunday, it's also lesser known as the Sunday of the Passion.
Right.
Because if the normal, I guess the thinking is the normal church attendee only comes on Sundays, so they're only going to have the opportunity to hear the gospel narrative of the Passion on the Sunday before Easter, because you wouldn't read it on the day of Easter.
Right, because that would be awkward.
It would be awkward. Jesus crucified, and he's risen.
Yeah.
No, so it's got to be the Sunday before.
Because there was like 3 days in between that are kind of important.
Just.
So
you will have in your bulletin, if I may.
You may.
Just bougie.
Insert. What?
It is a new, improved, easier to read insert from Ascension. Used to always put these in their bulletins. And it's
super
you get to
fancy.
follow along with the readers.
That is
Zeful.
most excellent.
And please return these to the narthex
so that we can reuse them
for
next year.
repurposements. Thank you.
Cool.
Do you have anything going on this time? Oh yeah, you do.
Yes.
So instead of being depressed, the youth are gonna have fun.
We're going to jump jam.
We're gonna go jump jam.
We're really excited. So there will be jumping and there will be jamming, and we will be meeting in the church parking lot at 2. We will be taking the church van, and we're going to meet at Jump Jam, and there will be jumping and jamming, and we will return around 4.
I'm given to understand that this place, I looked it up because, because
you're curious.
I'm curious. It's like a ginormous trampoline room thing.
Yes, it's technically a trampoline park.
And
so they have they have foam pits. They have like a basketball area.
It's not shaving foam, thank goodness.
Right,
it's
which
like foam cubes.
And anyways, it's great fun. And, it's a great place to send our high energy teens to, go have some fun. So
have some burn out the fun.
Right. So if you're a youth and you want to go, there are things I need from you. I need
paperwork.
Yes.
There's red tape on this.
We need Jump Jam, release forms. And if we don't have one of our regular release forms for you, then we need that as well. Which is our regular church Ascension youth group release forms.
Please don't let us get in trouble.
Right. So then that way, if you fall and you break your arm, and then we can be like, well, that's not our fault, which is fine, because it's probably not, because, that's just how things go. But we also, the paperwork needs to say, it's not our fault, but also we have the right to treat you.
Yeah.
So that, you're not just, hanging with your arm and all that. It would be bad.
Yeah. It would be pretty bad.
Yeah. And so Jump Jam this Sunday. Great fun. But before that, on Saturday, the families are going to White Oak to do some improvement.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think Megan's got all the signups that she needs.
She does.
Mm-hmm.
You can always hop in, and there's no I'm too late to go. No.
Right.
What's not to like about jam? Your mom is referring
not
to biscuits.
That kind of jam.
You're so precious. I love it.
She's a mess.
What's not to like about strawberry jam? Why would you break your arm on strawberry jam? Yes. So you can sign up to help with the White Oak clean up.
Right, and that'll be on Saturday.
It's this Saturday.
Yep.
And then also, fun fact, talking about Holy Week, we'll talk about other things, but the big thing is you can buy these cool things that are pre-stuffed Easter eggs.
Yes. And
They're kind of fabulous.
Yes, they're really great. Or if you want to buy the empty ones and then stuff them yourself, Megan is needing donations of pre-filled plastic Easter eggs anytime this week or next week, if you will bring them for the kids' Easter egg hunt on Saturday the 20th.
Yes.
That is an important thing.
Tray fab.
Right.
So, just bring them back here to her office and she will be taking those donations.
Right. And if you bring them to somebody else's office, we know where they go. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll make sure they end up where they belong.
Did another person hit the door of doom?
Okay, so we had a little incident earlier today when we have this door. Maybe they were just laughing at the door.
Maybe they were.
So I was sitting here at my desk working, just kind of, no big deal, just typing along. And then our beloved, interim rector walks right through on the way to the sanctuary, pulls open the door, and instantly was headed through, but the door, head and door made contact, and it was,
I guess he didn't
very fast and
all the way open and hold it back. I guess he kind of just went,
I wasn't really sure. Anyways, he kind of banged his head, and we made sure he got an ice pack and made sure he was fine. But Andrew put a very cheeky little sign right about eye level. Well, I mean, I'm just the one that has the ideas, but you went through with it.
I pull it off.
You went through with it.
I'm the one that pulled it off. And so we did warn people that it is an aggressive door that has an affinity for assaulting clergy.
Right.
And the Lambeth Conference will be deciding whether it can send a door to hell for not following on his baptismal covenant vows to seek and serve Christ in all persons.
Yeah.
Loving our neighbors as ourselves. But also, is it actually a door, and can they prosecute doors? Because once a door is open, it's no longer a door, it's
ajar.
Thank you. So that's on the nightly news 6 o'clock tea with me.
Right.
We'll be exploring the crime scene later.
So yes. So if you happen to see if that sign makes it to Sunday and you have
not
to
every
see
time we hear the door,
the
we worry like, oh God, someone's hit the door.
I know who hit the door. Somebody else is going to be. So anyways, also if you see some bruising around our rector's face on Sunday,
it was not Sarah Scott.
It was not. It was a total accident. I'm a witness. I will testify that it was a boo-boo accident.
It was a large block of wood.
We dusted him off and yeah,
I
he
packed
seems
him
to be
down
fine.
And like, get back in the ring,
Hopefully
buddy.
not
it's the
concussed.
week before Holy Week. Back in the ring. Get back.
So all right, so Holy Week has like all of the things going on. After Palm Sunday, we have multiple services.
All right, so Monday is Quiet Monday.
Right.
So is Tuesday. It's Quiet
Tuesday.
And Eucharist will be served in the chapel. That takes place of evening prayer.
Yes.
And it's very just like,
quiet.
Center yourself before the oncoming, emotional roller coaster.
Right. So those services are at 5:45 on each of those days. On Wednesday, April 17th, there will be a Tenebrae service at 7 p.m.
7.
And that is the service of diminishing light. So the light kind of starts really bright, and then it just gets a little bit.
Extinguish, and then the choir is singing in the dark, and we're like,
which is not great for singing because then you got the thing blocked.
We have stand lights. I'm joking.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, and then on next Thursday is Maundy Thursday, which is April 18th. Our Maundy Thursday service will be at 7 p.m. It will feature a communal meal in the nave. And Maundy Thursday celebrates Jesus' institution of the Eucharist through a light Mediterranean meal, which I'm really excited about because I love it.
I say light because it has the potential to be a light. But if you are a fan of olives, hummus, and blocks of cheese like I am, it is no light meal.
Right. And of course, I love all those things. And then that'll be
wine.
And that'll be in the middle of Holy Eucharist, and then following that will be the all-night vigil. I believe that there will not be, if you're looking for a foot washing service, I do not believe that we will have a foot washing.
We do not do foot washing at Ascension.
Right. So, the Episcopal girls, don't worry about getting your pedicure because you won't need one.
No petties.
And then on Good Friday, which is April 19th,
we should mention for the all-night vigil, there is a police officer here.
There will be police presence, yes.
And so if you want to stop in at any time of that night, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, there are prime slots that need people to take them. You just come on the hour, and there's an officer here, and you can come in.
Right. And
Good Friday.
So then on Good Friday at noon, there'll be a simple, quiet service and observance of the crucifixion. That'll be at noon. It's going to be about an hour, and the communion will come from reserved sacrament.
Yes.
Because on Monday, Thursday, there will also be the stripping of the altar. Yes.
And the altar of repose.
Right.
It will be different this year. Hint, hint. Looking forward to it. There's a hint. Oh, yeah.
It's going to be fun.
It's fun. So, yes, it's going to be different. So then, Holy Saturday.
So Holy Saturday, we have the Children's Easter egg hunt at 3 p.m., followed by the Children's Family Easter worship.
No, flip those around.
Flip those around.
It's service.
Then egg hunt.
You get them in the nave, and then you open the doors.
And you let them run and find eggs.
Let them run and find eggs.
Okay.
And then the wee ones get to go to the playground because, you don't let the big kids steal the eggs from them.
No, because that's rude. That's rude.
That's not cool.
And if any teenagers decide to do that, they can answer to me. Megan will tell me I have ears and eyes.
Yes.
At the Easter egg hunt.
So then the Great Vigil is that evening at 7 p.m.
Yes.
And that is where, of course, we will light the Paschal candle and we will bring it down.
And that is the first time you can say this word that you can't say during Easter. So I'm going to write it.
Actually, in the musical world, you have to say it before Easter.
But you can start saying this word again at the Easter Vigil. So if you've been waiting for so long to say this word, then you can do it at the Easter Vigil. Yes. And you don't have to wait until Easter morning. You can do it at the Easter Vigil, which is great. So, again, you can say this word at the Easter Vigil, which is reason enough to just go to the Easter Vigil.
There will be incense. That's my warning for those who feel that they are sensitive to it. There will be incense.
If you have sensitive lungs, beware that there will be incense at the Easter Vigil.
And then, of course, on Easter morning, we have
3 services.
At
7:30.
And
9.
And
11:15.
Good. Thank you. And that, my friends, is Holy Week. You can, of course, see all of those on our events page. They're all separate events. So if you're like, I'm digging the Monday, Thursday, you share the Monday, Thursday. I did not lump them into like one thing called Holy Week. They're all different.
Right. And then we also have on our Facebook page individual events. Is that what you just said?
Yes, that is what I just said.
Okay.
No worrying about it.
So, what else is going on?
Let's breeze through some things. Yes, we are invited to bring bells on Easter Day.
Yes.
For the 9 and 11:15 service, and there will be a flowering of the cross at the 9 and 11:15 service. So bring some flowers from your garden for the kids. Yes, thank you. Lunch Bunch Futures might come. Lunch Bunch is meeting Tuesday in Holy Week, 11:30. Bring $2 as appetizer, side dish, or dessert share. Talking about sort of the spirituality, otherworldliness of percussion.
Yes. Also, Ascension Workday is on Saturday, May 4th.
And then what comes the next day?
The All Parish meeting on May 5th.
Thank you. Big point.
So those 2 things are happening. Very important. Put them in your calendar because I realize that we want to get past Easter, but calendars are filling up super quick. So
then the Ascension Trekkers, they're continuing their spring wildflower search because the wildflowers are still out. The Trillium and the Cryptomeria and all that stuff. They're going. Bleeding Hearts and Dutchman's Breeches. So you can check out that information. The Easy Monday hike or walk is Monday the 15th. And then there's one on Saturday, April 20th.
Yes. That one's a lot longer.
That is a lot.
So you 1 mile or 11
miles.
So you take your pick. I'm a 1 miler kind of girl.
So Family Promise Golf Tournament, I do have a slight update from what's printed in the bulletin.
Yes.
Which is, you don't have to be that great of a golfer to go. In fact, Monty Harris put it this way. If you can drink a beer, you can go to the Family Promise Golf Tournament.
That's my kind of golf tournament.
Because I could probably kill someone with wherever the ball will end up going. So, I would observe.
So it's more of a social event.
I would be down for the $10 putt tournament.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And yes, on the weekend of Easter,
Mm-hmm.
you can get smoked pork tenderloin, so you don't have to cook anything on Easter Day.
There is a suggested donation of $15 per tenderloin.
They're ginormous. They're like 3-pounders.
So they freeze well as well. So if you have a special meal coming up that you need to prepare for or whatnot, I would highly recommend picking up one of those.
So adult Sunday school, you skip the next thing.
Okay.
Adult Sunday school, the
Vroom.
Searcher and Explorer class is covering the 7 sacraments. It's the whole series is like prayer book and liturgy, but they're doing the 7 sacraments of the Episcopal Church. The small group is learning actually all about Holy Week and Palm Sunday.
Cool. Awesome.
And
as always, centering prayer is going on at 9:15 in the library. As always. Parish supper, there will be no parish supper on Wednesday night, so we can't tell you about the menu because there isn't going to be one.
There's none. The soup galore it's done. So there will be like full onboard meat.
Yes, when we meet again on the 24th.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, yes. VBS.
Yes, Vacation Bible School. If you want to register for Vacation Bible School, the registration is open.
It's on the website.
It's on the website.
www.knoxvilleascension.org/VBS.
Right. So if you have a young one that would like to register, the dates are June 10th through the 14th? 13th. I was close. And it'll be in the evenings from 6 to 8:30 each evening. And we'll feed them dinner, right?
Yes, they do get dinner. And then we also need volunteers to help. So like every day has stuff that needs
like
help.
all the volunteers.
And so all right, we talked about
the family Easter egg hunt. We talked about White Oak.
We talked about Jump Jam.
Yes, and since we've got Jump Jam, there will not be high school youth group this weekend.
Do you still need dinner angels?
I do, especially on Wednesday nights for middle schoolers. I know Wednesday nights are hard. Even if we have people who want to bring us a dinner and then just kind of drop it in the youth room and then go eat with the regular Wednesday night programming, that would be great. That would probably be, that would be great. We would really appreciate that. And then our youth don't have to go hungry.
And y'all are still reading Little Women.
We are reading Little Women. We have a few youth that are excited about Little Women, but for the most part, they're just kind of happy to spend time with each other before youth group starts. And kind of, it's kind of like the beginning of it's like pre-youth group. They're like, there's a book we kind of were reading it, and it was funny because last night Maddie Borth had worked on her summer plan and her summer bucket list, and reading Little Women was on that. Even though we're doing the book club now, reading Little Women she wants to do over the summer, which is cool. It's great. I love it. She also has some really great stuff on there, like going to all of the Milkshake Mondays, which we will be doing again this summer.
Yes.
And she also had on there things like making her own popsicles and stuff like that. So she has her summer planned out. She knows what she wants to do. Made a whole list.
Got it down.
Her weekly schedule is down. It was great. I was very impressed. So yes.
Well, I'm trying to think if there's any other crazy things going on, but I don't.
There's always crazy things going on.
Not particularly. I will say. Oh, well, I guess for Palm Sunday for this Sunday. Which, if anyone's watching by this point, we will gather inside.
Apparently, we have 5 viewers.
We will. Oh, we did.
Hello, friend. Oh, 4. Oh.
One was like, yeah, I'm done.
Never mind.
No, the early service gathers on the inside. The later service gathers outside.
Right. And now, do we have the palm crosses that are pre-made, or do we have the ones that are like
we have the long
loose ones that you can fold yourself? That's the best.
So you can then make an Orthodox cross. You can make a Roman cross. You can make all sorts of crosses.
So maybe next year,
or you can even make a fish like the person.
We'll have like a palm cross making workshop before, You
don't want me making a stinking. All right. Well, thank you all. You are all much loved.
We will see you on Palm Sunday, which is this Sunday, and then we get into Holy Week Insanity, and then, yeah.
Love you.
Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.